So I guess we are doing this. I guess we are going to do kind of like a video cast slash podcast. I really want these to be like super casual, no script, nothing really, plotted. Just like kind of like monthly updates or weekly updates. Depends on what you guys really like. I really got the idea from Caroline Consnar. She basically really inspired this style where we keep it casual, whatever's on our minds, especially with these past couple days, or not days, but months. Oh gosh. I thought we were honestly still in February. But, anyways, I just want to, talk about random stuff, what's going on with the, YouTube community, especially, people getting canceled. But you know what? There's more things that are canceled. What about my plans? I wanted to go to Italy this year. No, I didn't actually. I told myself that I didn't want to go travel internationally, so it kind of worked out. But I'm not really going to travel that much domestically. So I don't know. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. So it gave me a good reason not to travel outside of the country. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to see Jenna Marbles possibly a long hiatus. If not, then just her finishing up with her channel. I mean, right now on Social Blade, it just shows that, she doesn't collect any more AdSense. I don't know what's really going on with that. I think she voluntarily did it, so we don't really know. But hey, it's her personal life. She's had such a good long YouTuber career, so it's like a good retirement. I mean, she does Twitch and podcasts, so I highly recommend you guys check out those. I swear, every time I want to do a video, I like always break out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm stressed because I'm allergic to doing work, and this is work. Recently, my brother has introduced me to these Vtubers or virtual YouTubers. They're quirky, girls. But look it, I know Belle Delphine came back to be the king or queen of simps, but Belle Delphine, I'm pretty sure, has nothing on these girls. Because, look it, these girls don't even have to freaking sell bathwater or whatever Belle Delphine sells. They only have to do Patreon. All they do is go on YouTube or wherever their super chats are. They will make like a sneeze and they'll probably get like 10 grand from just doing one sneeze. This one person literally woke up in the morning and she got like 500 when she said Ohio. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, where can I jump on that? How can I make bank? And you're wondering how much these girls are making. Well, keep in mind, they're probably through some company, so, they probably don't get all the cut. But through super chats alone, not including merchandise or whatever other extra income that they can get, they make about, I think, $250,000 per quarter. And that's like, of course, with the top ones. But think about that. If they only get like 30% of that cut, that's 75 grand. All they have to do is talk and have some personality. I mean, they're not even showing their face. I watch them. They're pretty entertaining, but I don't watch their actual whole videos. People do translations for non-Japanese speakers, but they're pretty funny in my opinion. I mean, I can see where they really tag along on the simp, but hey, you guys make money. I can't complain. What else? I mean, June already passed, and it's crazy to think like when we first started doing quarantine, I'm like, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to learn a new language. And, there's people that are baking, they're cooking. I'm like, damn, I would do that, but I hate baking because it actually requires exact measurements. And I already know how to cook. And people are like, push me on. Like, I'm not cooking for Gordon Ramsay. Why would I cook a 5-star meal for myself? Like, I don't have a lover. Like, please help. But going on with that, I've been doing YouTube. That's something, right? You gotta give me props for that. Inconsistently though, so I mean, people are going crazy over Avatar. So little did I know, I don't keep up with like what's coming on Netflix. Like, let's be real, I don't really watch TV. But ever since quarantine, I've been watching TV. It's been scaring me, and movies, really scaring me. I've been just watching, and I watched Avatar literally 2 weeks before it came on Netflix. And I'm like, I wasted my time going on freaking Watch Cartoons or whatever it's called. Hey, that's a really good site, but hey, don't put on ad block because they won't allow you. You have to pay for premium, just like my premium Snapchats. But going on with that, you know, I watched it 2 weeks, and do you know what I did? I got salty because I go watch all that ad-free. So, I mean, hey, welcome to the Avatar universe. I know people are talking about Legend Korra, comparing those two. I personally am not a fan of Legend Korra, but hey, you know, let bygones be bygones. Anyways, but going off with that, with movies and TV shows, I watched Big Mouth for the first time. Like, holy crap, that show is full of cringe, and I can see where people hate it, but let's be real. That's how we were during middle school. I watched Aladdin, the new one, and the old one, just to have side by side. I mean, and the differences are night and day. I can see they took Aladdin to be a drama in the new one. And, you know, Will Smith, he tried his best. He did as much as he could, but it just doesn't, you know, meet up to Robin Williams. I mean, you can't just beat that. I mean, it was good. I mean, it was better than what I thought. Movie that was a lot better than I thought was Finding Dory. Like, holy crap. I thought, you know, it was going to just be another Finding Nemo, and in fact, to be fair, you can compare Taken and Finding Nemo to have basically the same plot. You know, their children got adopted, and the father's trying, you know, swim across or go across the whole world just to save, you know, their child, and they will do anything, and they get damage on the way. Am I wrong? Is Finding Nemo the original Taken? Just letting you guys know. People were saying that there was like a lesbian couple in there, I think, but I didn't see it. So good job, Disney, for showing the community. Like, wow, I didn't even notice it. But the story was great. Baby Dory was adorable. It was a lot better, like I said. And we also watched the original, so we watched Finding Nemo and then Finding Dory, so it was good to get those back to back. Imagine if they did that within actually 2 years. You know, when you wait for something, it's kind of worth it. Just like my stand-up desk. I've been wanting a stand-up desk for so long, and when I mean for so long, literally like 2 months. But I used to work for a standing desk company, and you know, our standing desk was great, and it was actually pretty affordable for considering the other competitors. Other competitors, they're charging like, you know, $600 for the crank one. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, over there it's like $300. But I wanted to see if I could get, you know, bigger discount considering that I used to work for them, especially if I worked in accounting. Sadly, no one got back to me about it, even though I'm still pretty connected with quite a few people there. But it's okay, you know, after waiting for 1 week, you know, I'm like, you know, screw it. I'm just going by one of our competitors. And guess what? The competitor is right across the street from me, basically. But, I mean, the sucky part was I did have to install, and I didn't have a drill bit. That was a challenge, but hey, it hasn't broken down, so that means I did something right. But hey, I get great lumbar support now. But what else? I've been watching a lot more movies than usual. I hate movies, guys. I don't know how you guys can just watch movies and actually enjoy it without doing something. I am the type of asshole that texts during movie theaters. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, I was texting. Detective Pikachu, I was texting. La La Land. There's so many, like, more that I've been texting. There's times where I took phone calls during the movie theater. Yeah, this is why I go by myself when no one's there. Like, nobody. So I can just talk to my best friends. And yeah, I'm the worst type of person. Just don't go to movies with me. It's the worst. Stay at home with me so I can talk. I talk throughout the movies, and I will try to spoil it as soon as possible. Like, I watched Knives Out. Great movie, guys. Amazon Prime. Just letting you guys know. But great movie. I highly recommend it. It's a good movie. I would give it a watch. If you ever wonder where I got the username twocupfull, well, back then when YouTube, you had to select a username. And I'm not using my first one, I love you Selena Gomez 88 exclamation point. Back then, you had to select a username that was unique. So I wanted to be called Cupful. That got taken. And then I was like, okay, let's put a number 1 in front of it. That was taken. So then I took 2cupfull, but spelled out. So I was like, yeah, That makes sense. I was like, that's pretty catchy. Never used it until recently. I don't know what compelled me to start using my other account's name. I mean, this was for lockers, where I had fake emails to sign up to get like the premium memberships. Oh, if you guys don't know what lockers is, it's basically you watch videos and then you earn points to get free stuff, if not then discounted stuff. I mean, my brother, he got free like Kesha tickets for like $1, and I wanted to go, but my mom said I was too young for concerts. I was 13, okay? I'm like, I was so moody. I was so mad. I wanted to go so bad. And my brother was covered in glitter. Dang. And that was the time when I was obsessed with Kesha. I don't really listen to her music now. People say that her album's pretty good. I wasted my points on a watch that I sold. It was the most annoying watch. I don't know why I got it. I guess I wanted to really flex on people. And the watch was basically, you had to count how many squares there were on the watch. I'm like, that defeats the purpose of a watch. If it takes longer for you to take out your phone and check the time or to look at the school clock than it is for you to count 1, 2, 3, 12. Okay, it's 12. Well, 12 would be easy, but like if you don't know if it's 8 or 7, like you have to count. You're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was a cool concept, poorly executed. Like, why couldn't they do like, you know, something easy? Like the design could have been much better, but hey, that's just my opinion. They did do a Adventure Time collab back then when Adventure Time did come out, and I was shocked. If you're wondering what the watch brand is Nooka, so it's Nooka, so the 2 O's were infinities, and that was their logo. I don't know if they're still in business. I won't be surprised if they're out of business. I had 3 watches. Actually, no, I had like 7 watches back then. I don't know why I had that many watches. I wear probably a Teddy Fresh watch that I got for like $20, and then a Movado watch that I got as a gift. So, I mean, I barely even wear freaking watches, but that's because if you live in California, you don't want to get a watch tan. So, just letting you guys know about that. So, I basically been using this account for my YouTubes. I have everyone that I subscribed to back then on here. Now I'm just doing YouTube. I wish I'd done it earlier when I was stupid so I can earn stupid money. I really like the name twocupfull. It's very catchy. I don't really go by it like as a name. I feel like this video is really dying out. My brain is slowly degrading because it's almost 11. No, it's not even almost 11. I'm lying to you guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be lying to you. But it's like 10 o'clock and I'm an old person and I go to bed at like 11. Keep in mind, back then I used to go to bed at 9 like a good kid and wake up at 4:30 like a psychopath to work out like a maniac. Yeah, I wish I could go back to their schedule, but guess what? Unemployed, because my temp agency that I worked for closed down and nobody felt like they should tell me this. It would have been helpful if they told me that the branch that I worked at or that I was affiliated with freaking closed down. But lucky enough, I have enough connections with the company that I was able to transfer to a different recruiter. But still, like, I would expect them to be keeping me up to date, They've always been good to me, so I can't really complain too much. But yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, dang. I was like, I wonder why it's taking them so long for them to message me back, but then I found out that my recruiter got laid off, so yay. I wonder who's going to fill in that position, though. Maybe they can hire me. Just kidding. Over here, if you guys want to go to San Diego and live here, I highly recommend to study into like biotechnology because that's super popular here. Anything pharma companies, they love it over here. Marketing is kind of 50-50. It's still uprising. Most of the time, it's smaller businesses. Can I just talk about how California is like the worst place to to resign? Like, I'm from Chicago, like I said, and what I did before I left for San Diego was I wrote, oh, this is the update manual, and I trained like 3 people how to do my job. I was expecting the same thing over here. Over here, they gave me half a day to train people, and they told me to leave after lunch. What? Because I'm usually the type where I'm caring and I like to make sure that I send off people, but over here, they're just so relaxed and they know people are leaving all the time that they don't expect much out of you after you leave. They think that you just gave up. Not gave up, but you gave up on them because you found a better job. And that's the hard truth. But in reality, I'm not going to break my back if they're not really requesting it. Because guess what? I'm getting used to the work environment of San Diego. Like, they laid me off literally a week after COVID was really hitting California, and no one felt like they should tell me. So my supervisor, she's like, oh, let's find you a different room so we can, find you a safe place, because we worked in the same room and that's not 6 feet apart. And so I was like, okay. Turns out that she didn't know that I got laid off, and I didn't know that I got laid off. So I wasn't even supposed to be there. Getting laid off isn't as bad as I thought. Man, I got to collect unemployment. Once you move to California, you become a pretentious butt. I was about to say asshole. I should have just said asshole. But yeah, once you move here, you become snooty and bleh. No, I'm kidding. But once you move here, some parts of you will change. For example, I've been more spiritually connected over here, I think. Mentality has definitely changed, knowing that rent is double, if not triple, the price of what I can get in Illinois. So yay. But I mean, it's crazy to see why people pay to live here. It's a beautiful place. I mean, where else can you go hiking and then drive somewhere for 5 minutes and then go to the beach and see sea doggos? Like, hello. What else am I asking for? And thank you for your support and watching my video as my brain decays slowly. But yeah, see you guys next time.